Hey guys, it's Friday morning. Welcome to the Lovin Dubai show. Today we spoke about the men who are stunned by high first date costs. Also, one local who's doing amazing things for delivery drivers in Dubai. And of course, the big announcement yesterday. What is Union Pledge Day?
So you guys, do not forget to subscribe to the Lovin Dubai show podcast in case you miss any episodes. So subscribe as soon as possible and as well enjoy the show.
Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. It is Friday. We are so excited to kick off the weekend with you. Our top story for you today, the UAE president declares 18th of July as Union Pledge Day.
As well, UAE mediates Russia-Ukraine prisoner swap.
Also, the Dubai locals who are now providing cool drink fridges for delivery drivers, a story that we love.
As well, Dubai men stunned by high first date costs.
It's 285 days since the genocide began on October 7th. The current death toll stands at 38,848. The number of injured people is 89,459, while 1.9 million people have been displaced from their homes.
And for the rapid weather reports, it's muggy. Expect highs of 38 degrees, but with part clouds can cover you, so you can expect humidity levels at 74%.
Yeah, I just want to jump in quickly to say that yesterday we debunked a story about the weather.
Yes.
That was going viral on Twitter saying it was 62 degrees. We've just seen Washington Post posted.
They posted it. It's like, you guys, it's because you trust the Washington Post. You know, I look at it as a source sometimes and I'm like, okay, like if you trust it so much, I trust it so much. If the Washington Post has posted something, I would be like, okay, they've posted it. Because they do a lot of research and they probably have a lot of journalists covering a lot of things.
Right, and they're saying it's intolerable heat in the UAE at the moment. I'm like, it's muggy, sure,
but
we're surviving.
Not 60. It's not to the point of 60. Not even 58. It's
not even.
It's not even.
No, I think like the NCM posts the top temperatures most days, and yesterday I think we in the last couple of weeks I think the top has been 51, 52. So stick local for your news sources when possible. So yesterday was a special day. It was Farah's birthday, and we're talking all things birthday gifts because you were gifted a gift card.
A gift card with a good amount of money to go shopping.
What a treat.
It is, but I was telling my sister who gifted me the card, by the way, thank you so much, Marah. I love you. I love the gift.
So much shade to your sister on this show.
Marah, I'm so sorry. I mean, yesterday she was like, by the way, Farah, if you think I didn't hear what you said, I did. And I was like,
okay, right. So we shaded her yesterday and today we're going to shade her again?
I'm not shading her.
I'm not shading this gift. I think it's a great gift.
Well, it's not about that. Look, I love the gift. I really do. But a gift card with money, while studies do say that it's better for your mental health. Okay.
What do you mean?
I don't know. You know how I showed you a study about with the New York Times that, you know, like a gift card with money or money as a gift is better for your mental health and makes you happier. However, I wanted something special from her. Like, how does she think of me? How does she perceive me?
You wanted to test her?
Not test her. It's like, I wanted, like, you know, like, I would rather, like, say, like, how do you think of me? What do you think I like? Do you know me? Do you not know me?
Quick whip around. Anyone watching? I wish we'd done a poll before this. Would you rather money or an actual gift? I think it depends who it's coming from.
Exactly.
So, like, friends, partner, a gift. But money is great too.
It's a lazy gift. That's my point.
No, I actually think a gift card, because you can be so specific. It is lazy, but you can be so specific with things that you want. Like maybe I don't want for much, but there's about 3 things I would want. So the gift card would help me get those.
I mean, I agree with you. But look, Marah, Casey is defending you. Anyways.
Someone's got to.
Anyways, the thing is, because, you know, Casey, actually, I don't know, I would understand, like, I love, you know, like the gift cards and so on as gifts.
Right.
However, I would rather have a gift given to me that is, like, creative and that is, like, I would say, more put effort into.
I see what you mean.
You know
As in,
I mean?
like, it's much more, you're less on the materialistic side. It's much more about the thought. And the thought.
Exactly.
Right. And even if,
Exactly.
what if she's like, why don't we do a sister day and we'll go and use the gift card together? You could split it.
The thing is, it's even worse. You know what she said to me? She was like, Farah, you are materialistic. Wait, what did you say, Hisham?
Hisham was like, there's no way Farah's going to split the gift card.
No, I would, you know, I really would. And I was trying to like get her. I was like, hey, let's have lunch together. She's like, okay, well, I'm gonna go out with my a family friend today. Do you want to join? I was like, yeah, sure. But how is it my day if I am joining an outing?
Gosh.
Okay.
The drama, the absolute drama in this household.
Kim Kardashian.
God bless your mom and dad. And I think both are, I get what you mean on the thoughtful gift front.
Yes. You know, and the thing is, like, even she was like, see, she was trying to make it seem like it's an amazing gift. She was like, yeah, you know that this is, it's not going to expire till after 2 years. So you have 2 years. And I was like, thank you.
Wonder if she regifted that. Maybe. 8:35 on this Friday morning. Let's jump into our top story of the day. This broke yesterday. The UAE president has declared 18th of July as Union Pledge Day. President His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan has declared 18th of July as Union Pledge Day to celebrate a historic meeting held on this day back in 1971. On this day in 1971, when the country's founding father, the late Sheikh Zayed bin Sultan Al Nahyan, and his brothers, the rulers, together signed the Declaration of the Union and the UAE Constitution, while also they announced the official name of the United Arab Emirates.
This historic meeting represented a key step towards establishing a Federation of Emirates on the 2nd of September, as we all know, 1971, which is why we will remember it every year forever.
His Highness the President stated the 18th of July 1971 will be and is one of the most important days in the history of the country because the Declaration of the Union and the UAE Constitution were signed and the name of the country was announced. So I'm probably going to think of it like Name Day.
Well, His Highness added that the Union Pledge Day is an occasion to commemorate the UAE's blessed journey, draw lessons and morals for the present and future, and renew the nation's pledge to God Almighty and the people of the UAE to preserve unity and progress.
Union Pledge Day is the 4th national occasion in the UAE after Union Day, Flag Day and Commemoration Day.
Well, can I just say something? I'm so glad that it's the day of my birthday.
Name Day and Farah's birthday falling on the same day. More reasons to celebrate.
Yes, more reasons to celebrate and maybe just like get the passport. You never know.
Yeah. You never know.
It's like, yeah, you guys, I'm just like throwing words. So if anyone is listening and if maybe His Highness is watching, why not?
We know what Farah is gunning for, as are we all, to be honest. Let's jump into our next story. We're speaking about more historic moves by the UAE in terms of mediation.
Well, UAE mediates Russia-Ukraine prisoner swap. The UAE mediated the swap of 190 prisoners between Russia and Ukraine, as 1,558 is the total number of captives exchanged through the UAE's mediation efforts. And since the beginning of 2024, the UAE's mediation efforts succeeded in completing 5 exchanges of war captives between Russia and Ukraine.
These efforts reflect the UAE's commitment to being a reliable mediator, supporting diplomacy to resolve the crisis between the two countries. The ministry emphasized that the success of the mediation, which, by the way, has been the 6th since the beginning of this year alone, is the outcome of the UAE leveraging its robust ties and partnerships with both sides.
Furthermore, the ministry affirmed the UAE's commitment to continuing all efforts and initiatives aimed at finding a peaceful solution to the conflict, stressing the importance of dialogue and de-escalation as the only ways to resolve the conflict and for mitigating its humanitarian repercussions, which, by the way, is amazing. Is an amazing initiative because this has been ongoing since 2024. Since the February 24th of 2022.
Right, exactly. And I think we all just sit on the side of hoping for a peaceful resolution. That's all we can hope for. And we really respect the UAE's efforts in going for this approach. Speaking of respect, let's jump into our next story. Dubai locals provide cool drink fridges for delivery drivers. So when there's a will, there's a way. A positive way, according to Dubai creator Nayab Omar, aka the mum of two bubs. You might have seen this video. She shared it and then we shared it and it went viral. So she shared a video online of how she and her family set up a mini fridge this summer so delivery drivers can come to her home and they can enjoy some cool snacks.
If you haven't watched the video, so in the video she says that usually they will leave refreshments at the door, but as it's summer, they decided to go one step further, and the thoughtful gesture has been met with positive aspects from the delivery drivers.
Right. So when it happens, the delivery drivers obviously are very thankful, and she said she hopes her act will inspire others to do the same. And I have to say that I, for one, am inspired by this act. However, the comments on her posts, not so much. Hamoud says, so sweet, but can this be done without the lights, camera, action? Saina says, great job, but no need to post these things on social media for attention.
As well, however, the act gets the full support of Ibrahim from Dubai Bling, who simply commented, love it. I mean,
Right.
I understand that people, when they see someone posting their good deeds on social media, they go like, okay, why are they posting their good deeds on social media? They can do it in private. However, maybe they posted it on social media because they want to inspire people. You know, because like when you are leaving, yes, you can be leaving water outside, but it's summer and it's hot. So the water that the drivers are gonna be getting, it's probably hot, and it's not really that, I would say, appetizing. Like it's not really that hydrating. So they're just maybe like showing like, you know, how you can take an extra step,
Yeah.
and in a more thoughtful way.
I'm going against the public, which is a lot of people say, why are you videoing this? I fully sit on the side of the inspiration. I've got waters at my door. Never would have thought of it before, but thanks to Aina, who's a content creator here, I saw her video. I was like, I need to do that. And then you remember, and then you do it. And it's only because I saw other people do it. But so I support this. However, there is something of like, do we post too much? Do you follow that page, Influencers in the Wild?
No, tell me about it.
Oh, you have to follow it. It's whenever, you know, the way influencers have no shame.
Yeah.
So whenever people see influencers doing silly things, they posted it to this page. Tank Sinatra, that guy with that really positive footy page in the States, he runs the page. So you'll always have videos of like influencers dancing on the beach and such. Yesterday, one of his videos went viral because it was a nurse in the hospital. And she basically videoed herself being like, she videoed herself kind of crying. The camera was set up, right? The camera was set up and she's crying. And the text is like, today was a really hard day. We lost someone. And you're like,
Okay.
You're tugging on my heartstrings, but why are you videoing this?
Look,
So that's my line.
I know. However, maybe people who take videos of themselves crying get a lot of slack, and in this case as well, nurses get a lot of slack because they go like, oh my god, this was such a hard day, right? However, if you remember during COVID 2021, the pandemic happened, a lot of the nurses and doctors would do video themselves, you know, like they're like, we're done, we're tired, we're exhausted, we don't know what to do. And I think maybe it's like a way to show the public what they go through, because it's very easy to judge from like the other perspective and the other side. It's very easy for them to be like, oh yeah, it's very for example, like your jobs is very easy. Your job is very easy, and you guys don't do anything anyways. But why don't you guys step in the shoes of the people that you say their jobs are easy? You know. And I think when they take the videos, they get a lot of slack, but in fact, they just want to show people the reality.
True, that's a good point.
And not only that, like I feel like people as well are very entitled and they judge a lot. So it's very easy for me to be like, oh yeah, why are they taking videos? But then maybe they're like, you know what, we're doing something cute, let's show the world. Yeah. Why not?
I have to totally agree with you. I think it's up to you as an individual to assess the video that you're watching and assess the authenticity of the person behind it. So I believe this was truly done to inspire. I believe that video that I spoke of the nurse, I feel like that was a bit much. Maybe, I sometimes you see, you can, as people, we can make our assessments. However, although I think it was a bit much, I wouldn't be commenting on the person. I would never like troll the person for that video because life is too short. Speaking of life being too short, let's jump into our next and final story of the day.
Well, of course, we've all been on first dates. However, Dubai men have been stunned by high first date costs. So dating has always been very expensive or an expensive affair, but for some men in Dubai, it's been as pricey as 3,000 dirhams. I mean, how? Well, let me tell you guys how this scam works. So the lady on a dating app meets you at these scam restaurants. On the first date, she begins to order several drinks and disappears when the bill appears.
So this has actually happened on more than one occasion. So several victims have had to pay a bill of 3,000 plus. Now, the highest amount reported was 10,000 dirham. And as one of the victims said, I started to feel uneasy when the girl kept on reporting, insisted on ordering this specific pricey drink.
Well, if the scam is still unclear, I'll just clear it out for you. Well, clubs hire girls on a commission basis to scam men, go out on a date and ask for expensive drinks and so on, and then just to disappear. The dream is gone, my friend.
The dream is gone.
This is sad. This is beyond sad.
It's extortion. It's beyond that. It's illegal. But I think when everyone looks at it, you're thinking of the first dates that you might have been on and how much you paid, and thinking, was that a scam or was that genuine? This is an awareness post to be vigilant. This is what this is, by the way.
Let me say something is that honestly at this point, why would you? Okay, I should, because like maybe the girl was like, hey, I want to go on to this place. But again, like the fact that these places are hiring such girls and they are exploiting them, that itself is a crime. And if for all the girls that are actually have accepted such a job, it's like, would you accept this on your own self? I mean, I don't know if anyone would offer me such a job. I would be like, oh my god, I would rather die.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's yeah, absolutely.
It is more than it's a crime. I think it's a crime. And I think the place that would hire such girls needs to be shut down ASAP, because number one, it's ruining the image of Dubai, I believe, and the image of the girls in Dubai. Because girls in Dubai get called in a lot of like bases, like, oh, gold diggers. Well, not all of them are gold diggers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, what? I don't know.
Real surge on the comments, which are always giving. I totally agree with you that these types of stories can unfortunately frame an image of a certain type of person in Dubai. And I think we all know, if you've been watching the show for long enough, that there's a very lovely, warm side of Dubai that's not like glitz, glamour, and paying a lot for drinks on a first date. But Real Surge says the solution is to disappear before the lady. That got 920 likes. Like, could you imagine? But I think like let's remove the scam element and go back to like that first date element of one of the reports in the story that I read was this guy assumed that they were going to split the bill.
Oh, okay.
And then he was surprised when the lady was like, make sure you tip and you'll be paying for the bill. And he was surprised by that because maybe I think it was mentioned that he's Singaporean and maybe they have a different culture. So it's like it was a really hefty bill. And he was like, well, at least we'll be splitting. But he only had Red Bulls and she had like the really fancy whiskey. She had shisha, she had free plates, And I think that they think that the drinks were watered down or something. But it does go back to like, why is the expectation on the man to pay for the first date? Someone's saying like, just go for coffee.
I agree.
You'll get their intentions if you say, let's just go for a coffee and a walk.
I agree, by the way. I really do. I feel like, you know what, if a girl from the beginning is like, oh yeah, I want this, I want that, it's very obvious that she's not with you for you, she's with you for your money. You know, or like maybe, I don't know, the thing is I can be annoying and be like, you know, like you can know from the girl and like how you guys talk and how and do conversations and so on. But do you take a girl out on a date from like the first, I would say, after you've known her for like only a week? Of course not. You need to know her for more. What if she's a client? What if she's
I think people do. I think people do. Well, not if she, if one of them, but I think people generally can, like, there's always that conversation, like, do you text for ages? Do you go and meet? Go and meet, but do it in a safe, comfortable environment, maybe with a coffee, maybe a stroll on the beach, and then you won't be putting yourself in potentially a dangerous situation.
Or even just say no. I mean, if she is ordering like something really big.
Oh, it's too awkward when you're on the date.
I know.
You cannot. If she starts ordering, or if he, I don't know, someone starts ordering the lobster and you're just sitting there looking, being like, okay, this isn't going to work for long term. Yeah, it's just a messy one. Sheikh Didar in comments said he's so good to hold his priority, and I think that's like, I think it's a learning experience that if you've ever been through this situation, you learn from it, you move on, and you don't go to the DIFC.
I think honestly as well, like maybe like I don't know, maybe if she says like I want to go to that place, maybe you can be like, you know what? No, I know a better place that I can take you to, and you take her to a place that you choose. Just like to avoid scams and
go somewhere you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I agree.
8:49 on Friday morning. That brings us to the end of the show, guys. It's muggy out. However, it is the weekend, so make the very most of it, and we'll see you back here on Monday morning. Thank you, Farah.
Thank you, Casey.
Bye bye.